Morning. I'm starting to realize Venus and the state of being devoted to something that you feel is greater than yourself, to a god, to a guru, uh, a deity, a object, a concept, whatever, a truth, whatever you might feel it be. Right? Devotion is probably one of the greatest states, or one of the most powerful states to exist within. You feel me? Like even even when you take it to the scriptures or to a real life perspective, right? A lot of people within the scriptures, a lot of the most powerful figures, the beings who subjugated the three worlds and the universe and all of these different magnanimous tasks and whatnot, right? Or feats or whatnot, right? A lot of these guys were staunch devotees. Ravana was a staunch devotee of Shiva, right? And even greater than Ravana was King Vali, right? King Vali was devotee of the sun and whatnot. King Vali, he wasn't an arrogant guy. King Vali, he just was supremely devoted to Surya and to warfare. Like, just warfare for the sake of warfare. Vali, he didn't want to subjugate the three worlds. He wasn't arrogant. He wasn't trying to be dominant or just trying to showcase his power and take over kingdoms and different territories. He just believed in Dharma, truth, and war. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's all he was about. And he was even stronger than Ravana. Ravana, out of his own arrogance, out of his own overinflated sense of self-perception and whatnot, went and tried to pretty much kidnap Vali, or try to forcefully kidnap him, you feel me, to pretty much show that I'm powerful in this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm better than this nigga or whatever. And Ravana got easily dominated by Vali. It wasn't nothing. You feel me? Ravana was the character that he was more so arrogant. That's sun type of energy. You could add Mars in there too. He was more so concerned about his own self being, his own self perception, his own self image, his own self power. And Vali didn't have those self same concerns. Vali was more so just devoted. You know what I'm saying? Like just devoted or whatever. Who else? Even when you take it to the Mahabharata, Indra and Eklavya, right? Both the students of Dronacharya. Arjuna did have an arrogance about him. You feel me? Him being the so-called greatest warrior in the world at that time or whatever. The most masterful archer or whatever you want to call it. You feel me? Arjuna had an arrogance about him. But Eklavya, even though he didn't have the same privilege of being taught by Dronacharya himself, right? He didn't get to actually be taught or to be instructed by his guru, but he still was off in the woods. He erected his own murti, or his own image, you know what I'm saying, of Dronacharya, and he did his disciplines. He did his sadhana. He had such an intense level of devotion for Dronacharya nonetheless that he surpassed a level of power and mastery in archery than Arjuna himself, right? Off of devotion alone, right? Besides the fact that he didn't actually have the teachings of his guru. Who else? Like it's many different instances within the scriptures to where the extremely devoted individuals surpass the ones who are stuck within their own sense of self pride, or their own sense of self mastery, or whatever you want to call it. Even Indra and the story of Jalandhar, right? Even though Jalandhar was an arrogant nigga too, but Jalandhar was Jalandhar, he also had righteousness about him. You feel me? Like Jalandhar was dharmic. Jalandhar, he was the son of Shiva. He was manifested out of the anger of Shiva upon when Indra had confronted him and disrespected him, uh, in a certain way or whatever. So Shiva, the intensity of anger manifested from Shiva's third eye. And, Brihaspati pretty much had pleaded that Shiva would have cast his anger off. So Shiva casted the energy of this anger off into the ocean, and that's Jalandhar. Jalandhar is the product of the anger of Shiva mixed with the care of the ocean, if you want to call it. So, but yeah, Jalandhar was able to subjugate the gods, the three worlds. You know what I'm saying? Do all of this dominion and all of this, intense level of conquering due to his high level and high ability of devotion as well, and also due to him being from Lord Shiva himself or whatnot. But I just wanted to mention that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, even when it comes to a real life manifest perspective, if you study the Venus of whether it's martial artists, people who are into the occult situations, I wouldn't say, well, you could say athletes too, athletes, warriors, people who pretty much are looking for the most powerful uh attainments. You will often see the Venus highlighted, even bodybuilders. You would think that Mars or something would have to be the factor of a lot of these bodybuilders, you know what I'm saying, reaching this great size or this great level of mastery or whatever. I'm telling you, it's Venus, dog. I'm telling you. I swear to God, like I've told you, I've ran through the charts of numerous bodybuilders, and you know what I'm saying. Although Mars definitely has a factor to play, you will also always see a special situation surrounding the Venus, the influence of Venus. I've seen exceptional level bodybuilders who have Sun Venus conjunction in Libra. I believe Larry Wheels might actually have that. I can't remember his chart off the head. I gotta recheck his shit. But yeah, like these guys are so devoted to. Well, I mean, they're really devoted to themselves, right? Just trying to get big and trying to get as muscular as they can, but still, it's devotion or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And Larry Wills, he's not really an arrogant guy. You feel me? Like guys like Larry Wills who are able to take it that far, who are able to get that deep into the bodybuilding or what you want to call it, right? It's them type of guys who are able to reach the greater levels or whatnot, right? For some reason. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I gotta, study a bit more or observe a bit more and really, really digest the truth behind this. But I'm really starting to see it. I swear, like it's absolutely interesting. But let's